Hey, this is SJ coming back at you. Um, my take on my 2 cents about the movie Straw, the movie Straw with Taraji Henson um, on Netflix. Tyler Perry's Straw with Taraji Henson in it. It's about a single mother that I don't want to give away if you haven't seen it. I don't want to give away too much. But a lot of people are talking about this movie. It sparked a lot of conversation on here on YouTube. It's about a single mother that's struggling. I don't like I said if you haven't seen it, I don't want to give away too much. It's about a single mother that's struggling and um, she's at her wits end, and she winds up committing a major couple of major crimes in the movie, but not in meaning to, if that makes sense. She doesn't didn't mean to. Um, she winds up robbing a bank. It she didn't mean she wasn't trying to rob the bank, but imagine having several terrible things happen to you in one day. Imagine having um, several life changing events happen to you in one day. That's what happened to this single mother. Her daughter, she had a daughter, and her daughter is sick. Um, and she had several life changing events happen to her in one day. And when I seen this movie, a lot of people are talking about it because it's about a single mother that's struggling, and um, it's definitely a real eye opener. I'm glad that Tyler Perry made this movie. I'm glad that because somebody was saying that he was on Facebook on the Facebook blog that I was on. They was saying that he was putting a bad images out. He was putting a bad image out for Black women, and I disagree with that because not in this on this particular movie. Because my point is being I mean he got to keep it he got I don't know what people expect him to do. um it's talking about the struggles of a Black single mother. This is what this movie's about, and she finds herself in some terrible horrible situations. um and I don't think but I don't know what people expect people to. I don't know if he expects if people expect Tyler Perry to make fairy tales about Black people. I don't know. And my thought is, he gotta, as a writer and a director, he gotta keep it 100. He gotta keep it real of what's going on in the Black community and the realities that's going on in the Black community. And one of the realities is Black single motherhood is rough. Black single motherhood is rough, and I'm glad that he highlighted that in this movie. Um, I'm really glad that Tyler Perry highlighted that in this movie, and he shedding some attention and some light on struggles of Black single mothers. This movie, I mean, like I said, she had several life changing events happen to her, several terrible life changing events happen to her in one day. And I spent many years as a single mother, and I can't even imagine going through one of those things. Um, and well, I've had a job loss before, um, but I couldn't imagine. She literally, I'm gonna throw out some spoiler alerts. She literally lost her job, um, lost her apartment, and lost her car, and lost her daughter, all in one day. Okay. All in one day. Just imagine going through all those things in one day, whether you're a single mother or not. Just imagine going through all those things in one day. I can't imagine it. I could. I've had a job loss. I've never been evicted, but I've almost been evicted. But thank God I wasn't. Um, but I've had a job loss. I've lost vehicles. Um, you know, not being taken, but but I can't imagine going through all those things in the same day. She went through all these things and these are major life changing events in one day. So just imagine going through all those major life changing events in one day. Because even one of those things, if you experience one of those things in, during the course of a day, that's devastating. I mean, losing, getting evicted, that's devastating. I mean, just having that happen in one day. I mean, so just imagine she went through all those things in one day. So she just has a mental breakdown. She has a mental breakdown, and she just winds up committing crimes that she wasn't trying to commit crimes because her daughter was sick. So she was just trying to get her check cashed so she can, get. And she lost her. She lost her. They took her daughter away. CPS took her daughter away, and then her daughter passed away. So just imagine. I could not even imagine going through all those things in one day. Like I've had a job loss, and I've lost vehicles, but I can't even imagine. Man, just looking at the movie, it's a tearjerker. Spoiler alert: it's a tearjerker. But I like the fact that Tyler Perry did highlight um some of the, I mean, the struggles of black single motherhood. I'm glad that he highlighted that. So I don't think that he's portraying black women in a bad image at all. Not in this film, because um I'm really happy that he did highlight that and he shedded some light and some attention on that. Um, the one thing I did like about this movie is that the people, when she was in the bank and they put her on live stream, and lots of people were listening to her situation and they felt bad for her, and so a lot of people was cheering for her and everything. Like I said, if you haven't seen the movie, you might might want to watch it, but I'm giving some spoiler alerts. But I'm doing like a little review. But I'm glad that he highlighted the struggles of a black single mother, because black single mothers have it rough. I've spoken about single motherhood a lot on here. I spent many years as a single mother, and I've said time and time again that it's a hard life. And I also have said in many videos, encouraging young ladies to um, wait, just wait, and try to do the best you can to prevent from being a single mother. And sometimes life happens, and sometimes relationships don't work, or you might even if you get married, there's no guarantee. Um, and you have a child, life happens, and sometimes women wind up, because of circumstances, women wind up being a single mother. You know, um, but it's a hard life, and I'm just. Taraji Henson did an amazing job in this movie. I mean, she did an amazing job in this movie. Man, that woman deserves an Oscar. She did an amazing job. It's a great cast. Tiana Taylor's in the movie. I think she looks like a black Barbie. She's so beautiful. She looks like a black Barbie. Um, Sherry Shepherd's in the movie. Everybody did an amazing job. Everybody did an amazing job in the movie. But it's definitely a real eye opener. I suggest, yeah, highly recommend people watch it. It's definitely an eye opener, and it does um, that definitely shed some light on the struggles of black single mothers, because black single mothers definitely have to struggle, and a lot of times people don't understand. Because one of the things that she said in the movie is that nobody sees us. I think she said something to that effect in the movie. She said nobody sees us, and she's talking about everything that she was going through because her daughter was sick and her daughter had an illness, and it's just, and that boss of hers was horrible. He was. They said that Glenn Turman played her boss, and they said that Tyler Perry had to get him security because people was mad at him. But people have to understand it's just a movie role. It's just a movie role. But he did do a good job in it. But he was mean. I was mad at him too. The way he was treating her in that movie, he was wrong for that. And just circumstances, just life was definitely life for her. And but I don't think the average person, some people experiencing eviction, some mothers experiencing eviction or a job loss, but to have all those things happen to you in one day, just imagine your mindset. She had a job loss, losing her child, but first she lost her child to CPS, and then her child died. She lost her car. She got evicted from her apartment. All this in the course of a day. So just imagine where your mind would be, even the average person, if you're not a single parent, just imagine what your mindset would be at the end of the day. You would lose it. The average person would lose it. Would lose it. Um, I couldn't even begin. Even I couldn't wrap my mind. Even I was a single mother for many years. Even I couldn't wrap my mind around experiencing all those things in one day, and during the course of a day. So it just I'm Tyler went up and beyond. He not only highlighted the struggles of a single mother, but he went up and beyond, um, to really shed a light. And now people are talking about it, and lots of people are talking about the movie and the struggles that how hard it is. And then my number one question was, where was the father to this child? Like, where was that was one of my questions. I was like, okay, where is the father to this child? They didn't never said anything in the movie about the father to the little girl. Did he pass away, or, well, he wasn't there? MIA, like a lot of fathers, MIA. But it would have been interesting to find out what the situation was with the father in the movie. She didn't mention anything about the child's father in the movie, so that was one of the things that was running through. Because the child does have another parent. It's like, okay, she didn't make this child by herself. Okay, so where's the father to the baby? Did he pass away? Or so it would have been nice for Tyler to have her say something to the effect of her father doesn't care, or her father died, or to have her. It would have been nice for him to give us some type of explanation in the movie what happened to the father of the child, because that was the question that was running in my head. Okay, where's the father to this child? Is if he's still alive, how come he's not helping her? She's struggling out here. So um I don't think there was no mention of that. I watched the movie from the beginning to the end, and there was no mention of that. So I think that that was one of one of the things I wish that he had put in the movie. Give us some type of explanation as to where the father was to the child. But just imagine all those major events happening to you in one day. Where would your mind be? Just think about that. An eviction, job loss, she lost her child, lost her car, Just imagine all those things happening to you during the course of one day. And then it led to her committing crimes, but she didn't mean to. She wasn't trying to robbing the bank. Well, she wasn't trying to rob the bank. But you gotta watch the movie. But um, I'm glad that Tyler did. I'm glad that Tyler Perry put this movie out because it definitely highlights the struggles of Black single motherhood. Um, yeah, it's deep. It's a tearjerker. So if you haven't seen it, it's a tearjerker. But yeah, Taraji Henson deserves an Oscar for this movie. She did an amazing job on this movie. She nails everything she does. Everything she does, she nails it. She does an excellent job. She said she was. I was watching an interview with her. She said she was thinking about. She was trying to decide whether to quit acting. I'm like, girl, you better not quit acting. But the money ain't long. She said the money ain't long. But Tyler Perry, he pays her more money when she does things with him. He makes sure that she gets paid. She gets paid what she's worth. So I'm really glad that he does that. He pays her. He gives her what she's worth. But these other ones, we all know how racist Hollywood is. She said the money ain't long. You know. So, and that's a lot of work. You got to spend a lot of long hours on the set and stuff. And being an actor is not easy. You got to spend a lot of long hours on people who think it's all glim and glam, and it's not. It's people. It's a lot of hard work. You got to spend a lot of hours on set. Because I got a friend that he used to do background work. Um, he's a background actor, and he said even the background actors have to spend several hours on the set. Even if you're just in one shot, you got to stay on set for several hours. So just imagine the actual actors in a production. You got to spend several hours on the set, and it's hard work. And then sometimes you got to do stuff, keep doing takes and doing things over and over and over. So that's a lot of hard work. So that definitely she definitely at her level where she's at, she definitely should be making more money than what she's making. So I take my hat off to Taraji Henson. She did an amazing job in this movie. Sherry Shepherd did a good job. Um, and Sinbad was in the movie. I kept looking, is that Sinbad? Sinbad is he's doing On the Men, and he's in the movie. So I was happy to see him. Yeah, he does a little appearance in the movie. But I highly recommend that people watch this movie. It's definitely a real eye opener. Hit me up in the comment section if you've already watched the movie. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. But imagine going through all those things in one day. Just imagine where your mind would be. Even the most strongest Christian, it would, you know, I don't know about you guys, but I couldn't imagine it. I've experienced, a couple of those things, and um, two or three of those things, but they didn't all happen in the same day. So I couldn't even imagine all those things just happened to her in the course of a day. Just imagine it. So I think the average person would go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs too. Okay, so I highly recommend. It's a great movie. I highly recommend you go watch it. It's a real eye opener. Definitely sheds light on the struggles of black single motherhood. Because being a black single mother is rough. It's a hard life. I've said that time and time again. That's why I always try to tell young ladies, do the best you can to prevent being a single mother. If you can, sometimes life happens and you can't prevent it. But if you can prevent it, prevent it. It's a hard life. But if you've already seen the movie, Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. What's your thoughts on just the movie and Taraji Henson, and just let me know what your thoughts on it. Struggles of single motherhood, all that. Hit that like button and hit the subscribe button if you're new to my channel, and hit the notification bell so every time I do a video, you'll be notified. And to the next video, you guys be blessed.